Law enforcement officers strive every day to serve their communities with pride and professionalism. Like you, we have families, coach Little League, and serve as mentors.
We are the community we serve.
Hi, I'm Rhonda, and I've been a police officer for 26 years. I am a daughter, an aunt, a sister, and a volunteer, and I'm just a person like everyone else. I was born at Doctors North Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. My grandparents on my dad's side lived on Highlock, and we would go there every Sunday with the whole family. And I can remember going to the Kentucky Fried Chicken on South High Street, and we would always get a big bucket of chicken, and everybody would go back and just kind of eat and hang out together on Sunday afternoons. So my mom and dad both grew up in south side of Columbus and attended Marion Franklin High School. I had a brother named Randy who was about 8 years older than me, and he was born with spina bifida. And at some point before I was born, my dad built a house. He was a carpenter. He built a house in Obetz, and that's where we settled down. But you know, growing up, we always went to Schottenstein's to get our school clothes, or to Eastland Mall to go to the movies. I have a spouse. We got married about 4 years ago. It'll be 4 years next May. I have lots of pets. I've grown up with pets, and I think they're extremely, extremely important. They bring me a lot of joy and a lot of calmness. But right now I have a golden retriever named Grady, who's just an older guy, and he has a lot of orthopedic issues, but he's extremely happy. I have a little black cat named Izzy, who's about 5, and a golden retriever named Shiloh, who is, he is just awesome. He's a therapy dog, and he also helped train therapy dogs at a local police department. I went to Hamilton Township High School and graduated in 1989. And then I went on to Wittenberg University in Springfield and graduated in 1993. It was really difficult to get a job as a teacher. So I kind of did it backwards, and I went to the career development office my junior year when I realized that I was not going to find a job. And the career counselor said, "Have you ever thought about being a police officer?" And I talked to her about it, and she told me to get the telephone book out and look up recruiters from wherever I was from. So I did that, and in November of 1994, I started the police academy. Wow, free time. So I live in a really old house, and it's a money pit, and it requires a lot of upkeep and maintenance. But there's always something to do with our dogs in terms of hanging out with them, getting them exercise, or making appearances with Shiloh. I think having a brother who was paralyzed and was a paraplegic had a significant impact in terms of, it made me keenly aware of other people. I think probably helped me learn to be more compassionate growing up. In terms of a big lesson, I think I try to constantly remind myself of a couple different things. To be thankful for what I have and where I'm at in life, because there might not be a lot of people out there, or there might be lots of people out there that aren't fortunate, and I consider myself fortunate to be where I am and what I'm doing. The second thing is that you never know what someone's actually going through at that moment in time, so try to be kind, and try to remember that you're not in control of everything. You can only control what you have, where you're at that given moment in time, and you have to assume that everyone else is in a similar situation and is doing the best they can where they're at too. I think my work with officer trauma, critical incident stress management, and the peer assistance team, because I feel as though that is a legacy that's going to live after I'm gone. You know, we've been cognizant of setting up succession plan, and it's something that officers need to take care of them from a mental health perspective so that they can continue to be effective servants in their positions. And that's a legacy that's going to stay here after I leave. So I'm very proud of that.